Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Terry. Welcome to Me and Him. So today we are actually talking about the case file we did. So in our last video, we mentioned how we took a case from On the Case, which was a company here in South Africa, and we spent that night working on it. Oh my gosh, so much fun. What was your opinion?
I loved it. I think as a couple date thing, because we did it on Valentine's Day, and I think as a date, it was a winner. It was a lot of fun. I would have liked it to be a bit more challenging, but you bought the middle of the run one.
So you can get different levels of difficulties, and we didn't know how difficult it was going to be. And I was a bit nervous that it was going to be like hours long, and we didn't want to spend our whole night doing it. So I got a halfway medium one, but it ended up being quite easy, but maybe that's because I'm a pro detective.
Yeah, she might as well be a sleuth, you know what I mean?
No.
But it was still a lot of fun, and
yeah.
I think it took us like an hour. And it was nice just after dinner. We went and did it,
That was such fun.
Level of detail. So this is it here.
This is it.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of different cases, and we did the showgirl. So yeah, it comes in this folder.
Open it.
I'm opening it. Patience. And then it comes with like a instructions list on how to do it. And then the most interesting part. It comes with all these documents. So I don't want to give all of this stuff away, but this was the victim. I don't know if you can see, and then you come with all the what's the word? Not culprits, suspects. That's the word, suspects. So there were about 6 suspects so far, and it comes with their interview information over there. And then in the case, you have these envelopes, and these are the important envelopes.
The objectives.
So objective 3, why was Mr. Bordeaux so interested in Anna Smith?
Who the hell is that? Oh, the lady who got killed.
Yeah.
Because she's hot. There's just information upon information, baby, and I'm struggling to follow suit, but we'll be fine.
This is what it takes to be a police cop, baby.
A police detective.
Same thing. My idea is that she's an illegitimate daughter.
You know what? I stand by that. It's not that they were in a relationship. They're some sort of family, and my love is Annie's mom.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. It was quite a lot of fun. I became quite competitive on like who's going to solve it first between her and I, even though you should be working together. But it was still a lot of fun. But we have a little bit of a competitive streak in us.
Oh yeah, both of us have.
Which was
exciting.
Makes it exciting and a lot of fun. So
it was cool how you got your objective, and then you had to kind of figure out what that objective was. And when you were like, okay, cool, I've got the answer. Well, I think I've got the answer. You open the next objective, and that had the answer with your objective to whatever number it was. So you found out if you were correct.
Shut up, Bailey! Just
by looking at those objectives, you would then find out if you were correct, which you'll see in that was where our competition was.
That's to see who was correct. But I mean, don't if it's too difficult, don't go ahead and actually spend some time with it. So
yeah,
this should take you about this particular medium level 3. Took us an hour.
Yeah, it was easy, but honestly, I would highly recommend these things. We had so much fun. We would love to do it again.
Are we right?
Yeah, he was her father.
He was her father. There we go. Look at that.
I am your father.
Yeah. Well done, baby. Nailed it.
But yes, definitely you brought out the competitive side in us.
So I think what would be really great as well is if you get a few of your friends or a group together and you try a more difficult one and see how it goes. Because it reveals a lot. It showed us our competitive side. It also gave me a little bit of insight into how Terry thinks, her thought processes, why she's tying the clues together. Which sometimes was like a little bit baffling. Others like, oh yeah, I can see it. And we had agreements. And where we disagreed, you really have to open up your communication. So I think if you were to do it as a couple thing, being able to do it for
Yeah.
that reason and
getting to
understand your
talk.
partner's communication and getting to talk rather than, although I love it, sitting and watching Netflix or
It's great.
just sitting at a dinner table and like eating. Those things are important, but
Yeah.
at the same sense, getting to know how you communicate, why you're tying those things together, will give you a little bit more insight and perspective.
Absolutely.
Don't know, what do you think?
I loved it. I think it was the whole element of how we have to communicate. Our objective is to find out who killed Anna Smith and why.
Okay.
Okay, so another one. Who knew Mr. Bordeaux was carrying such a secret? Miss Smith was, in fact, Miss Anna Bordeaux. We found a certificate of marriage. So it wasn't an affair, it was marriage. So this
is Anna Smith's mom.
Anna Smith's mom. In Crossley Park Registry for
Wait, hold on. Miss Smith is known as what? Cordelia Bordeaux. They're the same person?
No.
No, what did it say there? Read that again.
So Miss Smith was, in fact, Miss Anna Bordeaux. So not Miss Smith. So she's not Miss Anna Smith. She's actually Miss Anna
Oh, Miss Anna Bordeaux. Yes, okay,
Yes.
yes. Got it.
So we found a certificate of marriage in Crossley Park Registry for Miss Penelope Smith and Mr. Bordeaux. However,
that is Penelope Smith then. Yes,
I'm guessing, yeah.
Okay.
Just on a general basis, like this, if we didn't talk about what we were thinking, we'd both have very different ideas. And we'd be on very different pathways. And we did see that at one stage where I had the thought pattern that, it was something else. And you were like, no, I'm thinking this. And if we hadn't communicated that and just gone straight to the next one, it would have caused one of us to be incorrect, basically.
Yeah.
But also, like, it wouldn't have opened the channels for clear communication. And that's honestly like one of the most important things
100%.
in life in general.
And just making sure that we were standing in agreement. It's a fun way to learn those lessons. And I mean, we obviously in our relationship has known this, but it's just a interesting way to do that. But
now that we have ruled out two of my prime suspects, who killed Miss Smith?
Okay, so Ramsey's out.
Ramsey's out and
Bordeaux
is out.
Yeah, because they both, no, one's dead and the other one shot the other one.
Yes. So Ramsey, the beau of Miss Smith, shot Mr. Bordeaux.
Yeah, thinking they had an affair, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. Killed father-in-law.
So
and
now,
that's all the information that we have.
No, wait. This is some more information. So remember Sally Keller? She was so hysterical she couldn't finish the interview. So they gave her a sedative. And that was on December the 1st.
Yes.
This is now December the 3rd. They interview her again.
Oh.
So follow-up interview. Loved Miss Smith like a sister. She knew about Mr. Ramsey and her plans to elope. Felt worried when Miss Smith wasn't at the curtain call. Said it was very uncharacteristic of her to be late. Mr. Bordeaux and his wife were seated on their own at their private table.
But they were sitting together. They couldn't have moved that fast from moving to one point to the other.
She was the only one that said she saw a tall man coming out the...
Yeah, so she could be making it up.
She could be making it up. I think it's Miss Cordelia.
Yeah, because it
she
makes sense that she wants the
out-
inheritance.
Well, she might not know that...
I think she found out this.
I don't think she knows that they were having a father and daughter. I think she thought they were having an affair.
I think she found out about the inheritance. That's what my motive.
I, Robert Bordeaux, being of sound mind and judgment, hereby bequeath the sum of £10,000 to Miss Anna Smith in the event of my death. In addition, in the event of my wife dying before me, Miss Anna Smith is to be a co-inheritor of my estate,
No, she wanted the
along with
entire
my
estate.
daughter.
And she got into a tussle with her. They had a fight, and that's why she pulled her necklace off. And then she ended up killing her for the inheritance. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and you're saying because it's an affair.
Well, I'm still saying that Cordelia is the murderer.
Yes, I'm also saying Cordelia.
There was a necklace found with her, so obviously, like you said, she pulled the necklace off of Cordelia in the struggle. So we're going with Cordelia being the
Yes, the murderer.
murderer. Okay. Are you ready?
Are you saying because inheritance? What's your motive? We'll see who's right on motive. You can say the same as me if you think I'm right.
I almost think it could be a bit of both. One, she thought her dad was having an affair and thought that he was probably going to run off with this woman and give her everything. So it's still linked to inheritance.
Mm.
But she just didn't realize that it was actually her sister.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Moment of truth. Come on, what is it?
Goodness me.
Goodness gracious, grateful. Oh, there's more?
I'm away. Why is this thing not coming out? There you
There's more? Okay.
go. Okay, I'm reading this thing first.
Yeah, I would assume so. I don't know how it works.
Solution 4. Her half-sister Cordelia killed her because she didn't want to share her fortune with her. So we're both correct, and I just thought it wasn't a fair thing.
Yeah. There we go. Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, there we go.
So, dear detective, well, I was expecting a crime of passion, not a cold-hearted kill in the form of a young woman. Miss Bordeaux has confessed to killing her half-sister Anna Smith. She discovered her father's first marriage and uncovered that Miss Smith was in fact his daughter. Okay, so you were correct. A selfish creature, Miss Bordeaux could not endure the thought of sharing her fortune with one she deemed unworthy. Using her height to disguise herself as a man, she murdered her half-sister in cold blood. Perhaps a crime of passion is a better understood crime than one of greed and ambition. Regards, Detective Brown. Sure. So actually, let's look at her height. 5'11".
Short. Well, not really. That's pretty decent height, actually, 5'11".
Yeah, it is quite decent. Like her father was 6 foot, 6'5", 6'1".
Tobias, you didn't do it, you sneaky man.
I was so in the thought that like Tobias had something at some point.
So she, don't know what you can see actually. Yes, let's bring it up and back. She
was the murderer.
Was the murderer of another AI generated. I'm just assuming. See what's going on here. Yes, that. That was fun.
That was actually not so fun. So there,
we did
murder of a showgirl.
There's so many different creative ideas that you can do with this. So yeah,
awesome.
I would highly recommend it. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it that you try it.
Definitely.
So yeah, please like, follow, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.